Okay, part 2. I don't know what happened. Anyway, this bed I still have to prep. It needs, well, scooped for litter for one thing. And then I have to amend the soil. It's for tomatoes also. Brandywine and Thornburn's terracotta. This little blue-eyed grass is so pretty. It's blooming. I dug this little teeny tiny one little piece out of the lawn one year because I think it's so pretty, and it's doing really well there. This bed, oh, the gooseberries are making gooseberries, so that's nice. This bed is for cucumbers. It still needs cleaned out and amended, and a lot of fencing has to go up, but I'm not going to get into that. The elderberry patch and these beautiful wild red columbines, native. They're really pretty. And oh shoot, I have to gather these rose petals too. This is the Rosa rugosa. I try to gather her petals too. So yeah, I've got that going on. The fig leafed out this year pretty early and wasn't frosted, so that's amazing. There might even be a Berba crop this year, which are like kind of like the first crop is a Berba crop or something like that, and then we'll see. No pressure for it. More garlic, doing really well. This is the Medici. Lots of blueberries on the blueberry bushes. So I thought I might have killed these because when I put this bed in, this bed's new. It's a metal bed. I had to cut some major roots on those. The roots don't go down. My garden's built on a crushed stone driveway, so it's packed. There is no earth underneath it. And so they grew across the bed, and I had to cut them to get this bed in. So it's a pretty purple petunia I bought. And over here I have, sorry about that, hi Orion, marjoram plants which I bought, and the celery. And I'm going to plant a lemon squash right there, and so it can go up. Anyway, so this bed is really nice. I've got in there black petunia and more of the black angelonia, a pineapple sage, and I did buy this ghost pepper plant, even though I've got about 300 pepper plants. I didn't have a ghost pepper plant, and these little vincas, gosh, aren't they pretty together? Yeah, they were winking at me across the table at the farm stand where I bought a few plants. They're like, hey girl. I'm like, hey. And so I went and got them. They're going to be really pretty there. So in this garlic, this is a pretty lily. This is getting really long. This is Egyptian walking onions. Wish I had more room for them, but I've got a few, so that's nice. And a cute little daisy down there. And my sage is blooming. Yeah, so butterfly weed. Tomatoes are going here. Peppers are going in there. And a tomato. Foxglove down there, and lemon balm. I really dropped the ball on my lettuce and beet game this year, but that's okay. They are not doing well. There's probably only a third of what I had last year, and the lettuce is very small. And he's an asshole. Anyway, sorry about that, but he is. These are snapdragons. I got to figure out where I'm going to plant them. Anyway, and then this geranium here is getting buds. And so that's going to be pretty. It's a real pretty blue color. Thyme is doing well, and comfrey. And the bumblebee. And here we are back again. I have to find a home for this blueberry bush I bought. And those are wild daisies that I dug up along the side of the road. I always leave a few, but they'll get pulled out after blooming because I don't want them to reseed, because they reseed like crazy. So anyway, so yeah. A few bits and bobs. This one piece of Dyer's Coreopsis came up from a few years ago. I had it. And then I didn't have any for a long time. And this came up this year. So I think that's so pretty. Yes, we're back to the rosemary. I've got 2 apple trees in pots. And this bed, I got a majority of the St. John's wort dug out. I still have to do that clump there and then level it. Got Swiss chard to plant. And yeah, this is perpetual Swiss chard in here that is growing at a snail pace. I don't know why. And I got a sink full of parsley. And that trough there is still full of fire ants. They just won't die. So yeah, that's what's going on in the garden. So I will go ahead and post these, part 1 and 2. Here's some really pretty rue blooming. It's beautiful. I wish I had more space. I would have more in the garden, but I just don't have room. So anyway, yeah. Up here I've got all my tomatoes that I've got to plant. Probably about 40 of them. And I'm starting to harden off my peppers. So yeah, that's what's going on in the garden today. Oh, the sun came back out hot. Anyway, all right. Take care, everybody. Bye.